Good evening, Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, City Council members, members of the Community Services, Public Safety, and Housing and Development Committee, and community members viewing this presentation. My name is Rocky Marquez, and I'm a commander with the Oxnard Police Department. This presentation is on the proposed City of Oxnard Unmanned Aerial Systems, commonly known as drone, ordinance. The recommendation is that the Community Services, Public Safety, Housing and Development City Council Subcommittee receive a report concerning an unmanned aerial systems ordinance and recommend that the City Council consider the report and conduct a public hearing on October 18th, 2022 for the purpose of adopting the ordinance. Unmanned aerial systems, commonly referred to as drones, are becoming increasingly integrated into our national airspace. Drones can be used for law enforcement, firefighting, inspections, environmental monitoring, and disaster management. An increased number of commercial businesses are now using drone technology, such as those that include outdoor photography, surveying, visual inspection of infrastructure, and real estate. In the near future, the City of Oxnard may also expect to encounter retailers who may wish to use drone technology to speed up package delivery. Like its counterparts in law enforcement and government, the use of drones for commercial purposes is regulated by the Federal Aviation Administration, and significant standards and requirements must be met to authorize their use. The FAA regulates drones by use of commercial pilots under the Code of Federal Regulation, Title 14, Chapter 1, Subchapter F, Part 107. It's more commonly referred to as Part 107. But it is important to note that these regulations can only be enforced by the FAA. Conversely, hobbyists have significantly fewer requirements imposed on them for operating drones. The law requires that all recreational flyers pass an aeronautical knowledge and safety test. However, it's reasonable to assert there are likely a large number of recreational drone pilots who have not complied with this meager requirement. As of May 31st, 2022, the FAA reported 865,505 drones registered in the United States, and this number is expected to rise. Of these registered drones, some 538,172 are designated for recreational use, and it's reasonable to suspect that many more unregistered drones are operating in our national airspace today. The Oxnard Police Department has been using drones in a specific operational role since 2019 and to a high degree of safety and success. This is in part due to having thorough structured training, effective policies, and standards for its drone pilots. All Oxnard Police Department drone pilots are licensed FAA Part 107 UAS pilots. OPD UAS pilots provide air support to enhance officer and community safety, document crime scenes, and assist with traffic and collision investigations. The Oxnard Police Department has received complaints of drones operating over crowds of people at events such as the Dallas Cowboy football summer training camp, outdoor concerts, and schools while children are present. FAA regulations prohibit the operations of drones over people due to the potential danger of the 2 to 8 pound aircraft with spinning propellers falling on an unsuspected crowd. Drones have also interfered with the essential operation of police department drones working to support public safety and/or emergency operations. For example, on July 4th, 2022, an Oxnard Police Department UAV that was providing air support for an enforcement operation was approached at a dangerously close distance by an unauthorized drone. This is a video of the aforementioned incident. The footage was captured by an Oxnard Police Department UAV that was providing air support for a 4th of July fireworks enforcement operation. The OPD UAV was approached at a dangerously close distance in the air by an unauthorized drone. If these drones were to collide or experience an in-air emergency caused by the rotor wash of the other drone, this could cause one of the two to fall from the sky and potentially collide with vehicles or people. This type of reckless drone operations become exponentially more dangerous if they were to interfere with one of the many manned aircraft that operate over the city of Oxnard every day. The police department periodically receives complaints from community members concerning drones violating their privacy by flying close to people, over their homes, or near the windows. In the past several years, many cities have implemented drone ordinances to address these issues. Some of these cities include Hermosa Beach in 2016, City of Calabasas in 2017, Los Alamitos in 2017, and the City of West Hollywood in 2015. Much like these ordinances, this proposed ordinance does not prohibit use of drones, but instead promotes the responsible and safe operation of drones within the city of Oxnard. Here are some key points of our proposed city ordinance. No person shall operate any drone within 1,500 feet of any other publicly owned drone. No person shall operate any drone within the city in a manner designed or intended or which serves to harass or stalk another. No person shall operate any drone in a manner that violates an individual's reasonable expectation of privacy as set forth by all applicable state laws. No person shall operate any drone in the city beyond the visual line of sight of the person operating the drone. Excluding takeoff and landing, no person shall operate a drone closer than 25 feet to a person. No person shall operate any drone under the influence of alcohol, cannabis, or any other drug or intoxicated substance. No person shall operate any drone in a careless or reckless manner as so to danger life, safety, health, and welfare, or any other person or another person's property. And no person shall operate any drone over or near protected sites. Protected sites include things such as City Hall, the police department, fire stations, schools while any school activity is occurring, churches, special events, utility lines, the Ormond Beach Conservation Area, and other government buildings. Any violation of any provision of this ordinance shall be guilty of a misdemeanor, punishable by a fine of up to $1,000 and by imprisonment of up to 6 months per offense. To recap, the police department is seeking the City Council's adoption of the Unmanned Aerial Systems Ordinance. The City Council may approve, deny, or request a modification to the ordinance. This is the end of the presentation. I thank you for your time and would like to ask if there are any questions that you may have for me.